Now, Yong Dakpemyili Primary and Junior High School in the northern region is facing serious infrastructural issues endangering the education of hundreds of students. The school is plagued by large structural cracks, deteriorating walls, and a severe shortage of furniture, creating unsafe conditions for both students and teachers, which drastically affects the learning environment. Our correspondent in the northern region is Shawana Yusuf.
Yong Dakpemyili Primary and JHS is in a state of crisis as its crumbling infrastructure and lack of essential resources threaten Ghana's efforts to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals SDG for education. The school is riddled with deep structural cracks and damaged walls, while the acute shortage of furniture forces students and teachers to endure dangerous and uncomfortable conditions that disrupt learning. Classrooms are marked by large visible cracks, turning them into potential hazards for students and staff. Many students have no choice but to sit on the floor or share broken desks, making learning not only uncomfortable but also difficult to focus on. Several students expressed their frustration in an interview with ChannelOne TV.
There are so many cracks on the walls and on the floor. When we are going to learn, we are afraid to learn and we may think it may fall on us. And even when it's raining, we are so much afraid. We cannot see. And there is also few furniture for us to learn. 4 or 3 people can sit in one chair and it may squeeze us, so we are not comfortable with this furniture and classrooms we have. Our school, there is so many problems about the classes. On the floor, there are very holes and cracks on the holes, and the place is so mess of cracks. And we need government and NGOs to come and help us. I watch on TV, I see how nice other sides things are, but our own is like they forgot of us and just left it like that.
Teachers are also struggling under these circumstances. Musa Conlan, a teacher at Yong Dakpemyili RC Primary School, shared that the school's poor state makes teaching nearly impossible, especially on rainy days. He explained that students are often sent home when rain is expected because the classroom blocks are not fit for use in such conditions.
What I realized about the school is the reprobable nature of the school. There are so many cracks on the wall, you see even on the floor, a whole lot of problems. We don't even have enough furniture. Despite the fact that enrollment has increased and the children are more like that, the furniture is not enough for them. And Action Aid came to our aid and provided some furniture, but it's not enough. So it's really affecting our teaching and learning, especially the cracks and then other things. So like whenever it's about to rain, you have to let the children go or even they don't even come at all.
The science teacher at Yong Dakpemyili JHS also commented on the abandoned teachers' bungalow, which has been vacated for safety concerns. He explained that teachers who once lived there have moved to rented accommodations or their family homes, leading to frequent lateness. He called for immediate action to address these pressing issues.
I used to teach, stay here on campus in this, quarters last year, but due to the deplorable nature of the compound or the structure, I ran away because looking at the cracks on it, if you stay here, normally when it rains, you will get to realize that even parts of the walls are are going down. They keep on going down, they fall. So looking at this thing, I said, no, I have to run back home. Not only me, I was here with one lady, Madam Sakina, and due to such cracks, she has even looked for a different school. She has moved on. She's no more a teacher here. So if we could get a support, then I think I can come back again.
Another challenge faced by the school is the lack of support for government school feeding program, which was intended to boost enrollment. According to Mr. Conlan, caterers have stopped providing meals due to unpaid arrears, which has negatively affected students' attendance.
We have school feeding in this school. It's not been consistent and it's affecting enrollment, especially basic 3 up to the KG. Whenever they come and realize there's not going to be food for them, they just go back. They don't even come to school at all. Even some don't even come. When they just peep and see that they are not cooking, then they go back. Some don't even come at all. So we want government to try and increase the school feeding and let the school feeding caterers to give them their whatever is concerned, like they should come and then also cook for the children, and then we can get enough enrollment for the children.
At the Yong Dakpemyili RC primary and JHS, students and teachers are grappling with this bad state of their classroom, with deep cracks on the walls and also on the floor, both inside and outside of the classroom. According to them, this is life-threatening, and when they even sit in class to learn or to teach, they fear for their life. Of course, we are in rainy season, and some of these rains are usually preceded by heavy winds, and they fear that one of these days they could just be in class and the building may just collapse on them. They want government to do something urgently to put their facility into a very good state, so teaching and learning can go on with a very good state of mind. They tell ChannelOne News that for lack of furniture, students are forced to actually purge when it comes to the use of furniture in classes, and you can see 3 or 4 people sitting on one furniture to acquire knowledge. Of course, the school feeding catering or school feeding program is also having a huge toll on attendance in the Yong Dakpemyili RC. Because they tell ChannelOne News that days that the caterers are in school are days for high enrollment, and days that they don't come are days where they record very low enrollment. This is because some of the children come to school without their parents having to give them any money for feeding, because they rely greatly on the school feeding program. So they want government to do something urgently to make sure that these caterers are back and their infrastructure is in good shape, whilst they also get a very good quarters, because they complain to us that the teachers' quarters that is here is in a very bad state, and of course walls even shake when there is a heavy storm. Due to this, teachers who were actually staying here had to leave to go and find a place to rent, which also causes them some hours to be able to get to school whenever they have to commute to school. For ChannelOne News, my name is Shawana Yusuf, reporting from the Yong Dakpemyili RC Primary.